I tell you one thing, if a little green man pops out of me, I'm shooting first and asking questions later.
You are on the verge of destroying the entire universe.
Welcome to the Strange Podcast with Sam and Logan.
If you enjoy the show, please go to iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, or wherever you're listening, and please give us a good rating. If you want to share a story or have ideas for a future episode, you're welcome to visit us at www.thestrangepodcast.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
Welcome to The Strange Podcast. This is episode 35. I'm Logan Marks.
And I'm Simon Baxter. Today's June 21st, 2018.
You know what happened to me this weekend?
What'd you do?
I was,
Who'd you kill?
Seriously, like,
What happened?
Sunday was Father's Day, right?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We were making a barbecue, and we had run out of barbecue sauce.
Okay, that's a problem.
So I had to drive to the grocery store.
Okay.
And the train was blocking the road to the main road to where the grocery store's at.
Oh,
so
you mean like there was a train coming through and the tracks were down, so you had to wait?
No, I mean the train stopped.
Oh, stopped
completely. Yeah, so like it was blocked off everything. So I was like, I'll see how far down. So I go down, I take a right, or I take a right and I go down a little bit more to see if I can get, maybe go down a different road that hasn't made it all the way over there yet.
Oh, so another crossing.
Yeah, so it's blocked there. So then I'm like, oh crap. So I remember there's a small grocery store, because like all the grocery stores in this town are pretty much on the other side
of the train tracks.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, but I remember there's one, and I was like, I don't even know if they have barbecue sauce there, because it's more of like a, like those hardcore Mexican stores where they just have
like a small convenience store almost.
Yeah.
Gotcha,
So,
like an AM/PM type thing.
Yeah, something like that. But so like I went there and they did have it, so I got it and came back, and then when I got back, I saw on the news that somebody got hit by a train.
Somebody got hit by a train. That's why there was a delay.
Yeah, but then my sister comes over, and she told me, "Did you hear about the guy that got hit by the train?" Yeah, it was like this morning I couldn't get there. She said, "No, yesterday someone got hit by a train."
Yesterday.
So Saturday and Sunday somebody got hit by a train in the same town.
Same town, same area. Two different people get hit by trains.
Two different people got hit by trains.
Holy shit! What the fuck's going on? What are people drinking?
It's what it is, pretty much drinking.
Oh, were they drunk or what?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
Oh man! Oh god!
The news stories, they kind of didn't. They were just kind of like, not saying that's what happened, but you could, that's what happened.
Oh shit! And this was in the middle of the day.
Yeah. Damn.
Drinking hardcore in the middle of the day and then just chilling on the train tracks?
I guess that's the place to hang out.
Fuck, man, I guess. Tracks. So I'm assuming, I'm going to ask a stupid question, but I'm assuming nobody survived, right?
Yeah, they both died.
All because you wanted barbecue sauce.
Not because I wanted barbecue sauce.
Fuck, man.
That was the cause of everyone's death.
I know. If you didn't, fucking butterfly effect. Because you wanted the damn barbecue sauce, man. Damn. Well, at least you got the. I'm glad you got the barbecue sauce, and I'm probably. It sucks that those people died, and it sucks that you probably had to pay retail plus like 20% at that little store.
It was the best $20 I spent on that.
Yeah, the best barbecue sauce, best $20 barbecue sauce I've ever got. It's the best 6-ounce, 20-ounce bottle.
but that was crazy. Like how two
people.
I was like baffled. I was like, how did two people die?
Nobody's ever been hit there, have they? In the past,
I've heard of people getting hit, but some of them didn't die, but not like two in a row. Like
not that often.
That's
the chances of that is really slim.
So you did anything for Father's Day?
Just kind of hung out. Just slow day.
Did you call your pappy?
Yeah, I call my father. Make sure he's all right. How about you? Did you give your dad a call? Oh, did you go there?
Yeah, he came over there. We had like some good ribs.
Oh, did you? Were they pretty good?
Oh god, because we got that new barbecue, that Traeger.
Oh yeah, you said you got a Traeger, right?
So basically, they're smoked.
Ooh.
Oh man, they were so good.
I love the smoke.
Yeah.
I mean, I love smoked. It's pretty good. But they were all falling off the bone, weren't they?
Oh man, it was like the best ribs I had in my whole life.
All right, well that's cool. So also something a little bit different. I'll change the subject. I know that tonight that new Jurassic World's coming out. You gonna go check that one out? The Fallen Kingdom.
I'll probably go see it, but not tonight. I'll probably go. I've never been a huge Jurassic Park fan.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I like them. I like the first one was really good.
Yeah, the first one was really good.
I think the third one I liked.
Third one wasn't. Third one was okay, actually. Second one was garbage.
But it's not. I don't get really excited to go watch them. Like I'll wait till they come on DVD or they come to the dollar theater or whatever.
Yeah. You know what? I don't think I saw the first three in the theaters. To tell you the truth,
I don't think I did either.
Yeah, I didn't see them till like I think like 2000 when I got them on VHS.
You know, people rip on the VHS, but you know what? I really like them because like with the DVD, or like you watch the movie and it just keeps playing that stupid menu thing over. So like if you watch and you fall asleep,
oh, it just keeps going.
Yeah, just playing that stupid menu over and over. Like the music will keep playing. It's the same shit over and over.
Gotcha.
But I remember like the VHS because like when it was ended, it would just rewind back to the beginning.
Yeah, that's true. Did it automatically rewind? I don't remember that.
Yeah, as soon as you finished it, I know mine always did.
I guess I don't remember that. After all the VHS tapes we had, the only thing I gotta say about the DVD that I like better than the VHS is when you were watching porn, you could skip to scenes better. I mean that's what I was told. I don't know if that's true.
Oh, it's true.
But I mean, I think there's pros and cons to both. I mean, DVDs were, they were pretty good too. The quality was better. But like you're right. I mean, I never had that problem because I never fall asleep with the TV on. But when that's playing, or like sometimes you're getting ready for a movie and you're getting your stuff together, and that fucking beginning scene just keeps replaying. It's like, fuck, shut the fuck up already.
See, like I always watched movies and I would fall asleep to them.
That's
why
you're known for that.
Yeah, that's my trademark.
That's your MO. Yep. Let's get Logan in here to fall asleep. So put on a movie.
It's good. It's good to fall asleep.
It's only 11 a.m. That's all right. Fall asleep. All right. I'll sleep all day. Yeah. No. I know that is annoying. But I do like DVDs, but I just don't own any anymore. I just don't like having them anymore. I just stream everything.
You're all digital.
I'm a streaming motherfucker. So Jurassic World came out. I also went and took my kid to go see Solo last Sunday. Actually, or Saturday, I went to go see Solo.
It was pretty good. I liked it.
Yeah, I didn't think it was a bad movie. I know a lot of people were ripping on it, but I thought the story was fine. I don't know what people were anticipating.
It wasn't like a great movie.
No,
there was some stuff about it that was kind of dumb,
kind of weird. Yeah,
I was like, what? But it was a good action adventure sci-fi movie.
Yeah,
it wasn't like a perfect movie, but it wasn't horrible.
No, not by any means. And I also read that like because of like the backlash of it, or because it did so poorly in the theaters, that the Disney's gonna like halt all those extra side movies they were gonna do, the Boba Fett story, the younger Obi-Wan Kenobi story. I think they're putting the kibosh on that for right now.
Did they fire like that lady that was what's her name?
Kathleen Kennedy.
There you go.
I don't think so. No, I don't think she's fired. I just think that it was just a little bit. I think all the plans they had, and maybe some of the stories weren't so good. Or what I also read was that they're going to actually have directors that are big name directors that have done blockbusters. They don't want these people that have done like indie movies and stuff like that. They want blockbuster people now. So whatever that I guess J.J. Abrams, stuff like that. They'll have, and I think there's been a lot of backlash over the last Star Wars.
Well, because a lot of people didn't like that last Star Wars.
No, they didn't.
It was pretty social justice warrior heavy. They try to I think they try to insult a lot of the fans, and they try to shape it in a way that that the people who like those kind of movies is just kind of try to push them out and they try to get.
Yeah, this is no longer your dad's Star Wars.
Like they were like, oh,
next generation.
Yeah, this next history. This is a girl Star Wars now, and a lot of the guys, they love Star Wars, and they're just got pushed out, and I think that was a backlash on Solo, because a lot of the guys are like, fuck you, if you don't want me there, then I won't be there.
Yeah. I don't know. We already talked earlier in the podcast about The Last Jedi, so we're not going to go into that again. But
yeah,
they did. They've kind of ruined the series. I'm not going to say they ruined it, because I'm sure there's some fans out there who really loved it. But in my opinion, I think they just kind of the direction they're going isn't right, and the way they treated Luke Skywalker wasn't right. There's no way you should go out like that, especially somebody where the original, 4, 5, and 6 were so heavily on him, and they made him seem just like a little punk and a little baby, and it just, I don't know what they were doing. So I think they're gonna revisit and they're gonna rethink a lot of things, and hopefully, but doubtful, they're gonna make it so that the story will the ship will ride on its own.
Yeah,
they'll right the ship a little bit. So I'm hoping for that. Will it happen? Fuck.
Hopefully it won't be fucked up anymore. But
I know.
Speaking of things that are fucked up, we should probably get into strange news.
You want to do that? Yeah, let's do that.
We're gonna take a break, and when we get back, we'll go to strange news.
It's time for strange news.
And we're back.
Back in town. So first, strange news, man. I got this one here that's a little fucked up, in my opinion. I don't want to speak for everybody.
There's some people that might find it okay.
Some people might be alright with this, but this woman claims drinking her dog's urine cleared up her acne. So all those dog urine drinking lovers, I mean no offense to you, but stomach-churning video shows a woman drinking a cup of her dog's fresh urine while claiming it cured her acne. And I guess she says it also, in the footage, she claims it also helped cure her cancer. It can also help cure cancer. Sorry, not her cancer, but it also help cure cancer.
It cures everybody's cancer. It's like
I guess, yeah. I mean, if this is the fucking magic, potion, this girl found it, and I guess
it was in her dog's dick the whole time.
Yeah, I know. Everyone was paying her to fucking drink from a dog's dick. So, yeah, she did a video on YouTube, and it showed her talking about it, bending down. The dog pisses in the cup, and she just grabs, she just lifts it to her mouth and drinks it. So, she said,
go ahead.
What? No, I said, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Oh, I think I've seen this woman's videos before. I think she claims she has sex with animals with her dog.
Damn, she must love this dog.
Well, you should love a dog that can cure cancer, right?
Yeah, fuck. I mean, yeah, if it's a golden goose, if it lays the golden eggs, man. So she says, until I first drank my dog's pee, I was depressed. I was sad, and I had bad acne. Dog pee also has vitamin A in it, vitamin E, and 10 grams of calcium, and it's also proven to help cure cancer. This is her quote, not me saying that. So,
I'm glad you clarified that.
Yeah, that ain't me, motherfuckers. No,
it's got Sam's stamp of approval on it.
Yeah, I think she's wrong. I think she should be drinking it semen. That's what all the nutrients are. Fucking this woman, man, and so they got somebody. It's known that human or animal body waste, known as urine therapy, was practiced in ancient Rome, Greece, and Egypt, right? But we're not back in that old time, right?
Yeah, well, there's a reason why we don't do that anymore.
Yeah, we've advanced. People, medicine has advanced, and we know that we don't need to do that anymore.
Yeah, people used to live at what, like 25, 35 years old.
Yeah, I know. We no longer wipe shit on our eyes to make our vision better. And the human centipede is not a real thing, okay? So, I mean, this is all not real shit. And so, a holistic nutritionist, Jory McCarthy, said that dog urine could contain toxins or even poisons, such as herbicides used for treating garden lawns. So, it's been known that herbicides have been detected in dogs' urine, and you shouldn't drink this shit. It's not going to kill you, but it's not the safest thing to do. So any of you listeners out there, if you were thinking about drinking dog urine, I strongly advise against it.
Yeah, that might be something you might not want to do.
Yeah, maybe talk to your doctor first.
See if he says it's okay.
Yeah, if your doctor says it's good, he or she says it's good, you do it. But I'm not. So.
Oh man, some people's children.
No
speaking of people's children, in Kansas, some parents they went to this Tomahawk Ridge Community Center, and they were there, and they were talking, and how kids get out loose they run around, do stuff. So apparently this kid came up to this statue and hugged it. And when he hugged,
statue. All right,
what's that?
Nothing wrong with that. Good
Nothing wrong
story.
with that. He hugged it, tipped over the statue, landed on the kid, but broke the statue.
Oh shit!
And so the insurance company is coming after them for the price of the statue, which came up to about $130,000.
Holy shit!
So
$130K for a statue?
Yeah, for the statue. Is like, and I can understand the parents' point of view, because they're saying, it's like, you know what, if a statue costs that much, you shouldn't just have it up there, just on a little pedestal thing.
So there was no ropes around it, nothing.
No,
like
nothing.
That?
It was just up up against like a wall, and it was on a pedestal. Yeah,
greedy insurance motherfuckers.
So like they're like saying, and I can understand. It's like, hey, it's like, if it was that special or it's that expensive, you should have had some rails around it.
Or, something.
Or
do not sign on here. Do not touch the statue.
Have it behind glass or something. Don't have it out there just
just for anybody to touch.
Go up there.
For $130K, man, I would fuck that
and just drop kick it or whatever. But they didn't, and so now they're coming after them, saying that they have to pay because they weren't watching their kids. So
$130,000.
I can see both sides. I mean, it's like,
sure, yeah, you should watch your kids. I know your kids do that shit.
But you know what? If it's a community center, there's gonna be kids there.
Yeah,
so you're gonna have $130,000 statue. Shit, fucking block it off so people can't touch it.
Why would a $130,000 statue be in a community center like that?
I don't know. That's what I found kind of weird. But
I mean, if it was a museum, I get that.
Yeah,
but a community center,
and even then, it's like, even then, I mean, fucking cover it up. Don't let anybody go up to it. That little kid was all.
Yeah, I mean, again, I totally get it. Parents should be watching the kid. Shouldn't be letting him just run amok, or if he was doing that. But then again, man, if that thing's expensive, man, fucking get some protection for it.
Put up on some glass.
I don't know. $130K seems excessive, but I'm not into art, so what the fuck do I know? Shit.
The video was kind of funny because that kid's just like hugging it, and it just like falls down, and the kid's like trying to grab it and save it. And it falls down like on top of him, all fucking weird.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
That seems like that would be funny. He's all struggling.
Yeah, he was like all struggling to like keep it up because he was like, he's hugging. You can see kind of like, oh shit.
It's all slow motion.
All right, so what do you got?
So next thing I got is, I'm not sure if you like. I know you don't really like sports that much, but the World Cup's going on, right? And so, a lot of people are fans, and Mexico's a country that's a fan of the World Cup too, right? They enjoy soccer. So, a lingerie company in Mexico has they think women need vibrating underwear to watch soccer. They think that the women are not enthusiastic about soccer enough, and by providing vibrating underwear, it'll get them happy. When the guy gets when they get happy, everyone gets excited. Their underwear vibrates more, and it gets them more excited.
So when like the crowd gets more excited, like it starts.
Yeah, like say so in the commercial, the chick's watching the woman's watching the game with her boyfriend, and she's just like all like put off. Like, man, this guy, he's you can't get him away from the TV. He's he sucks when he watches because he doesn't pay attention to me. And then they're watching the game, and then like he starts like yeah, and then she's like her vibrating under goes off, and she's the kid's all happy too, and then they're bonding, right? Because he feels like because he feels like, oh, she's cheering with me, she loves the sport with me, and she's like, oh, I love this because I'm getting hot. So it's got some backlash. There's a lot of people who feel like women there were like, look, we like soccer. We don't need this shit to enjoy the game. But I think it was just the laundry, companies trying to get this going so they could make some more money, and maybe there's some women who would do it. Right? I'm not gonna speak on behalf of any women, but I'm sure some women would.
They have those
be down
underwears
with
that has the remote controls on that where you can have their boyfriend or whatever just bzz, bzz, bzz.
Oh really?
Yeah.
So maybe this is something similar to that. But I think it's getting some backlash. So some people they're just thinking it's kind of like putting the women down. They're seen as like that, like they're too stupid to
understand what soccer or whatever.
Yeah, and they're not.
Just don't buy it then if you don't.
I know, man. I know. Somebody's got to complain. I mean, again, this might be a good idea for some. right? You don't have to use it just for this. You can use it for other things too, right? So
yeah.
So I think because it's right now, and it's woke up, and some people are just seeing it as the wrong way, and whatever, man. You can't make everybody happy.
Everybody has to get outraged about something.
Exactly. So what do you got?
A husband has declared that his marriage is over after his wife salted their popcorn at a movie theater against his wishes.
Wait a minute. Did he have high blood pressure or something?
Didn't say if he did or not. He just didn't want any fucking salt on his popcorn. So the wife
it's over, bitch. You stupid bitch.
So the wife explains that prior to the movie, they were in line to get popcorn, and her husband asked her, "Hey, don't put any salt on my popcorn." And he goes, "I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be back." So after getting the popcorn, she gets the popcorn. She's like, "You know, shit, I paid for this, so I'm gonna put some salt on it." So she puts some salt on the popcorn. And when he gets back, he discovers when he gets back, he discovers that, like, "Hey, you put salt on this fucking popcorn." So she accuses her of being unfaithful and declares that the marriage is over.
Fuck.
So he's like, "I'm done." So the husband refuses to go watch the movie with her. He waits outside, and she just goes in the movie theater, watches the movie, and eats her popcorn. So he's out there all pissed off, right?
Yeah.
So she gets stewing. Yeah, he's stewing outside. Didn't watch the movie. Not having a good time. So she goes out after the movie's over. She goes outside, and she's like, "Okay, I'm not gonna let you drive because you're angry right now, and I don't like it when you drive angry. You drive too fast." So the husband refuses to get in the car. He says, "I'm not going unless I'm driving." That's just the way it is. But the wife had the keys already, and so she was like, but she was worried, like, I don't want to just take off and leave him here. I'm afraid he's gonna have no way home. So she calls the cops. And tells them, it's like, kind of tells the cops and trying to make him get the car with her. The cops drive. They say, "Well, you know what? He's a full-grown man. It's like you can't. If he doesn't want to ride, you can't make him ride with you. He's an adult. If he doesn't want to ride with you, he can't ride with you. He doesn't have to,
Yeah.
And the wife's like, "Well, I just don't like him driving because he drives too fast when he's angry."
Okay, so, fair enough. That's fair enough.
So apparently that marriage is over because of salted popcorn.
How long were they married for? Did it say?
It didn't say how long they were married for, but
oh man,
I'm guessing it's been a while, but since that little shit fucking pushed it over the edge.
Damn, that was it, huh? That was a fucking nail in the coffin. How dare you salt my popcorn? How dare you?
You fucking bitch.
Oh man, that is. There had to have been other problems. In that
yeah. Apparently, she seemed like she was just a kind of a bitch and just not giving him the keys because he didn't like the way he drives. I don't know.
And then he requested that she didn't put salt in there.
Yeah, it's like, just don't fucking put butter on it, or don't put salt on it, man.
Yeah,
don't have to be that way.
Or you know what? I think if it was like a really bad or big situation, get 2 fucking small bags of popcorn. Fuck, one with salt, one with not.
Yeah, one without it would have been fine.
Yeah, I think you could compromise. Like, hey, look, I like salt, you don't, or maybe you can't have it. Fuck, I don't know. And in hindsight, I guess, right? So I tell you one thing in hindsight. This next story. Mm-hmm. So these people in Helsinki, in Finland, there was a snake in the garden right by their house. Now it was a hot day. Keep in mind the setting. It's a hot day, wooden house in Finland. Like, it was really hot. Okay. And there was a snake there in their yard, in their garden, and they got freaked out, like, oh shit. And it's like, I don't want to touch it. Nobody wanted to grab it or throw it out, right? They were all freaking out about it.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to touch a snake.
No, a lot of people don't like it. So, and you and I are one of them. And so, they got some flammable liquid, which is gas, and they tried to like douse the snake with it, because animals don't like gas. You put it on them, even humans. You can spray that on somebody, like, oh fuck, it's like wiping a booger on somebody. They're like,
wiping a booger on somebody.
Yeah, it's like, oh shit, goddamn, get it out. Yeah. So when they did that, they sprayed it, like they were spraying at it, and there was their lawnmower was nearby, and it had just been used and it was already hot, and so when they sprayed it, the lawnmower caught on fire. And the lawnmower was by the house, so it spread to the house, the wooden house, on this hot day, and it caught the house on fire. So for one snake, trying to get rid of it with some gas, they cost $17,000 worth of damage to the home. Yeah.
Trying to get rid of a snake?
Get rid of a snake, man. I mean, I think I would have probably gotten a stick and kind of nudged it out of the way, or try to have it wrap around the stick and throw the stick off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I was like, man, they could just grab a stick and...
Yeah, no, man. They fucking went full out. They went and got some fucking fuel, like jet fuel, and and fucking tried to douse it. They got it on their hot equipment that started a fire and burned their house.
Oh, shit.
It's like a domino effect, you know? It's like, fuck.
Damn, I'd rather have a snake bite.
I know, from a garden snake that doesn't even bite.
I know.
would rather have that. I know, there was...
Like, if it was like a rattlesnake or something, I could see,
Yeah,
being all... But if it's just a garden snake, I would be kind of scared, but I could at least, like, find a way to chase... Or, shit, you had the lawnmower there.
Yeah, you could have...
Doesn't freaking...
Yeah.
Would, like, run over it.
You could have, yeah. But no, man. So I think in hindsight, this is another one of those hindsight. This isn't as bad as this is worse than the popcorn. Because they fucked up their house, man.
Oh man, it's just funny. Just like the little shit.
Yeah,
it's just like the barbecue sauce. It's like the butterfly.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, man. One little thing, man. I told you, like dominoes. One thing that hits the next thing, hits the next domino.
Yeah,
and it's like fuck. Next thing is like shit. All this because of that.
Yeah, careful what you ask for.
Oh yeah. So that was weird. So what do you got?
So I got a guy named Jordan Easton, 22, was sitting in his kitchen of his friend's house when he decided to test the life-saving properties of his vest. So he had what he called was a stab-proof vest.
A stab-proof vest?
So he was going to test it. So Easton ended up dying of a single stab wound on his chest after being rushed to the hospital.
He stabbed himself?
So basically, he stabbed himself.
Is that what you're saying?
Well, yeah, he stabbed in the kitchen. He took the knife to demonstrate to his friends, like, yeah, this is my stab-proof vest, and he took it, basically just stabbed it on his chest. It went all the way through.
Himself? He couldn't have put it like on a mannequin and did it?
That's what I was thinking. But apparently, like, he's too hardcore, I guess, and he has to...
Oh, shit.
He
He's not hardcore, he's hard dead.
Yeah, so apparently the vest didn't work.
Are they getting their money back? Are they gonna get a refund? What the fuck, man?
If you die, you get your money back.
I know. I know.
That's I was thinking that too. I was like, why would you at least put it on a watermelon or something?
Yeah,
and then try
something
to
else. Yeah, exactly.
It's like, why would you test it on yourself? Especially if you're testing it because you don't know if it's gonna work or not.
Exactly. I mean, shit's always supposed to like say it does something, right? This is always supposed to work. That's supposed to work, and then you're supposed to test it first. And
I don't know. Well, he was pretty young, so young people do a lot of dumb stuff.
That's true. I know that, but this is way beyond dumb. I don't know, man. That's too bad for him. But
well, it's like that YouTube couple where they try to. This was a while
shooting.
Ago. Yeah, where they try to shoot through a book or something like that.
Yeah, he said he'd be protected.
Yeah,
she got prison.
Yeah, she ended up killing her boyfriend. I don't know if it was her husband or boyfriend.
It was her boyfriend, like the father of her kid or something. Or
yeah, it was actually they had a kid and everything.
Yeah, and I think she was pregnant again or something. I don't know, but she got prison time for that too. Because she killed him. Yeah, I don't know, man. Test that on something else. Don't be tested on yourself.
Yeah. Don't do drugs, kids.
Yeah, you stay in school.
Stay in school. So what you got next?
I have one more story where our Florida segment. So this in Florida, they didn't conduct background checks for a year because the employee couldn't log in and do checks.
What?
Yeah, so the Florida government did not conduct background checks on thousands of applicants for concealed weapons for a year because the state employee was unable to log into the system.
So he was just an employee and he didn't ask, or he was too embarrassed?
I don't know. The woman didn't mitigate the problem. She just didn't fucking log in. She just she couldn't get in or something. She was unable to log in the system to actually complete the background checks, and she never mitigated the issue. they have to determine eligibility for purchasing the firearm. The applicants must undergo a background check known as the National Institute Criminal Background Check System, the NICS, which is administered by the FBI. And so in Florida, these checks are used as indicators of eligibility for concealed weapon license. So in March 2017, over a year later, an employee of the Bureau of Licensing realized the NICS records were not being reviewed. And so the report was issued in June of 2017. So the applications for concealed weapons permits in Florida at the time, they were just piling up. And this actually coincided with the Pulse nightclub shooting in Orlando. So, I mean, I'm not saying this is a woman's fault. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying, though, the woman, Lisa Wild, was negligent in failing to send over the background checks. Because she couldn't even log in. So now their state is doing an investigation on this, and they're gonna have to rectify this, because all these people were just buying them. Yeah, nobody was doing checks. People were they were applying and then just going and buying. So
anybody could have bought a gun then. Exactly.
Yeah, you could have been 14 and just bought a gun. So. Yeah, man, that's not cool. That's not good. But,
way to go, Florida. Nice work, guys. Nice work.
Good work again.
We're gonna go and head off to the main topic, which is scary Tinder dating stories. So, or I like to call it swiper no swiping right.
All right.
So we'll be back, and we'll see you in a little bit.
Alright, I can't wait for this.
Can't wait for some scary dating stories.
Yeah, online. Man, this is gonna sound good. Because I don't online date, and I want to hear how these people do this shit.
Well, after you hear this, you're gonna be glad that you're married and you're not out in the dating scene anymore.
All right.
Because I remember when I did not like dating. It was not one of my favorite things to do.
Oh no?
No, it never felt comfortable. It was awkward.
It was awkward.
Yeah, for me anyway.
It was awkward being with a woman. Is that what you're saying?
No, just dating in general.
Do you think we're supposed to like women just because?
What? Do you ever feel like you just like them because people tell you to?
Yeah. All right, so let's hear what these stories are, man. So, what do we got?
So, walking through life alone is hard. So we all want to find someone to help us share the burdens of the world. So. Nowadays with the technology, it makes it a little easier, to connect with people. I myself, like I said, I met my wife online.
There we go.
Yeah, we met.
Podcast over.
Podcast over. It's all done.
Everybody date online.
So we met on MySpace back in the day when it wasn't really a dating site, but like that's how I connected with her, and that's we shared the same interests, and that's how we met. So. Okay. But back then, online dating was, it was new, and many people were just learning about the safeties of dating online. Not going places by yourself and
checking in, telling people where you're going.
Tell people where you're going, where you're going to be. Meeting up in places that where there's a lot of people.
Sure.
And
don't meet up at their place.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was pretty much lucky with my experience. But we talked, and then we dated online, but it can be, for other people, it can be a pretty dangerous game. So I have stories here of people who met up and it didn't win. They met the crazy ass people.
Oh man, didn't go so well, did
it? So these are ones that didn't go that well. All so my first story is called Mad Slasher. So in 2015, a 26-year-old woman named Alana Rose Jones. A lot of these are from Australia, from Brisbane, Australia.
You know why? Because Australians want to leave Australia. Everything wants to kill you.
So
she was want to get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out of Australia because all the crazy shit that goes on.
Everything there wants to kill you.
Even the Tinder dates.
Even the Tinder dates. So what happened to this woman?
So Jones was looking through Tinder and thought she'd found the perfect match. So with a quick swipe right, she was ready to go out and paint the town red with this new date. So the two lovers, they met up at a bar, and they seemed to have hit it off. You know, they were having a good time. So they ended up going back to, they ended up going do some bar hopping, and then pretty soon one thing led to another, and then they ended up going to Miss Jones's place, the woman's house. So, after they went in, they got their freak on, and after that, Jones's date, he passed out. He was done for the night.
This was the first time they met?
Yeah, the first time they met.
Damn.
So
it was quick.
This is Tinder, man.
Yeah. Okay.
So while he was sleeping, he received a text message on his phone. So she's sitting there, she's looking at the phone. She's getting kind of curious about it, so she goes, and the curiosity ends up getting the best of her, and she decides to look at the phone. And she sneaks a peek at the message, and it turns out that it was a text message from
his wife,
from his girlfriend, asking him where he was. So she's like, "Oh,
fuck!"
So instead of just waking the guy up and telling him, get the fuck out, you're not gonna, this isn't gonna play with me.
I think he already played with her, but that's besides the point.
Especially the nipple areas. So it's instead of like being cool about it, just you guys had your fun. Get him out.
This ain't gonna work.
Instead of just she decides to escalate the situation.
Oh God!
So Jones ends up calling the girlfriend that text.
Oh shit!
And she informs her that she and her man had just had a fuck fest, and so Jones proceeds to wake up the guy, and as he does, she comes at him with a full rage. So she runs into the kitchen, and she pulls out a knife. She grabs one of the kitchen knives.
The woman pulls out the knife?
Yeah, the woman
Jones?
pulls up. Yeah, so she pulls out the kitchen knife, and she begins.
So she already narked on him, and now she's grabbing a knife. Fuck.
So now she's slashing at him. She slashes his hands, his forearms, and he's just trying to defend himself. They're trying to block all. So his arms are getting all cut up.
Oh,
so she chases him out of the house, and she proceeds to call the police, saying that she had stabbed the man who was trying to attack her.
Oh shit!
So the man survived the injuries, and Jones was arrested, and she avoided jail time by pleading guilty to just assault charges.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah, I know. Like if it was the other way around, the guy would have been.
Yeah, the guy would have been in jail for like at least 2
like
years.
life.
Yeah. Gosh.
Jones, I guess, had a history of violence. She had punched earlier. During her bail, like when she was out, she had punched like a 22-year-old woman in the side of the face for apparently no reason while they were out drinking. The woman who was a stranger to Jones suffered temporary blindness and a bloody nose and a chipped front tooth. So apparently, she had
this
some.
Girl's got a record.
She's got some pretty violent tendencies, but I don't know how she got off on she got off pretty easy for what she did to that dude.
So what did she? What was her final verdict? Did she get?
She just basically got like some assault charges, so she didn't have to do any jail time.
So attacking him with the knife's not worth jail?
Apparently not. None of you're a woman.
Oh God.
So yeah, that was the story of Jones and the Mad Slasher.
Sounds like Jones is get her ass kicked. Fuck.
Now this one was kind of this other story was kind of weird. I call it "I Fell for You." So Gabriel Tosi met a 26-year-old woman by the name of Rowena Wright from Wellington, New Zealand. And on August 7th of 2014, they both met up, and after finding each other on Tinder, they had a few drinks, and they ended up going to Tosi's apartment on the 14th floor. They had a few more drinks, and they ended up having sex. As the night went on, Wright became more aggressive and started physically assaulting Tosi. Like she kept hitting him, and he,
damn,
yeah, and he didn't mind at first because he was thinking it was kind of a playful kind of fighting.
Sure.
But the more she drank, the more violent she became.
Damn.
So, and he did what he could to restrain her, but it got to the point where he couldn't no longer tolerate it anymore. And he ended up like tossing her like into the balcony area and closing the door, the sliding doors, just to get away from her because she was just acting all crazy. Yeah, she was just acting crazy, I guess. And as he tried to collect himself, he's like, he noticed that when he turned around, she was no longer there
on the balcony. Oh yeah. Shit!
So he went out to inspect the rails, and he saw that she had fallen 14 stories onto the sidewalk.
Holy shit!
So now he's all confused. He doesn't know what to do, and he's still somewhat intoxicated. So he leaves the apartment to go walk around a little bit, and he gets some pizza, get some food in his system.
I think I'm gonna go catch a movie.
Yeah, go catch. Yeah, I gotta do some laundry.
I know. I got some shit to do first.
So he goes to eat something, and he calls his father, and he has this conversation with his father, telling him that he didn't know what happened. It was kind of, he was asking what he should do. If he should, he basically wanted his father to come down to the apartment to call a lawyer because he didn't do it, and he kept saying, it wasn't me. She fell by herself. She did it on her own. And when he returned to his apartment, he was arrested and charged with murder of Wright. This was a big case. This was pretty well known because later Toasty was acquitted of all charges, bringing the case to an end. But still, people were kind of divided about the case because they still think that he murdered her.
Yeah, sure.
But what helped with his acquittal, which this is really the weird part, is like the fact that Toasty he kept audio recordings of his nights using his phone to protect himself from any situation like that.
Mm-hmm.
So he basically, when he went out drinking, whatever, he just put his phone on record and he would record the whole night. So if something happened, then he can go back to and
on his phone.
Yeah. So I guess some of the comments that Toasty said while in the record were kind of creepy in hindsight, because during an argument, Toasty said, "I thought you were kidding, and I've taken enough. This is fucking bullshit." This is quoting him. Mm-hmm. You're lucky I haven't chucked you off the building, you goddamn psycho bitch. Who the fuck do you think you are? So like he says that in one of the recordings.
Yeah.
But there was also comments where Wright had said, she said, quote, "I'm a psycho drunk, and not to test her." So in the audio footage, you can hear Wright attacking Toasty and Toasty warning her not to attack him anymore. So like his story's kind of true.
Out.
Like, checked out that he was, she kept physically attacking him, and he kept trying to try to control her. So I mean, it's a sad situation for both parties,
Yeah.
And it should serve as a lesson that, like, if you're going on a Tinder date, don't get so fucked up. They don't know what's happening, or just record everything that happens.
So let me ask you this, because I honestly don't know. Is Tinder just a hookup site? Is that what it is?
Yeah, pretty much.
Because what was the one where the cheating, is that the same as that cheating site where, remember, all the people's names got released?
No, that's a different one.
Okay.
That's like Ashley Madison or whatever.
Ashley Madison, yeah. That's right. Okay, so these are different sites. These are different.
Yeah, Tinder's like an app that you have that you look at pictures.
But it's for the same thing. It's just pure fucking is what they are. They hook up
some people use it to date. Some people, but people just kind of use it to fuck too. It's like if you like the person and you swipe, I think it's how it works. If you like the person, you swipe right. If the same person swipes right, then you have like a connection.
I gotcha. Okay.
So, the next story I have is Immortal Love.
Immortal Love.
Yeah, this is what I call this story. So,
these vampires? Sorry.
Kind of.
Okay, what do we got?
Emil Kalir, I think is a weird name. Emil Kalir is a 37-year-old British Army sergeant. He was in debt up to his ass, and he was pretty much unhappy in his marriage. But instead of getting like a second job or selling some shit to try to get or even budgeting his money, or even getting some fucking marriage counseling, he figures that the best thing to do is to take out a sizable life insurance policy on his wife Victoria for the amount of $160,000.
Oh God!
So who says you can't put a price on love, right? So $160,000 is a price on love for this one.
Shit.
At the time, he also starts a new relationship with a woman he met on Tinder by the name of Stephanie Goller. So, but then he wants to be with her, but he has one problem. Because he wants to get rid of his wife and replace a new girlfriend.
The new model, huh?
The new model, the younger, better.
Yeah.
Get rid of the old ball and chain. So he has this perfect plan to get rid of his wife. So it's airtight. So one evening in 2015, he decides he's going to tamper with the natural gas line in the house, and Jeez. So he does this, and it causes a leak into the house. And then he tells his wife, "Oh, I'm going to be out of town for a little bit," and so he leaving his wife there, and hoping that I don't know if the place blows up, and he'll come back and He's like, he has alibi. Oh, I wasn't even there, you know.
Yeah.
So, fortunately, the gas leak was detected before anything could happen, and so that scheme failed. So he's like, oh, you know, shit. So what am I gonna do now? So he decides, you know, hey, I got this new idea. You should go try parachuting. And so I guess his wife was a pretty outgoing person. She had parachuted before, I guess.
Okay.
And so he was like, you know, you should go parachuting. So she thought, oh, that'd be a good idea, you know. So they go out for a jump, and Victoria shoots. It fails to open. So she's fallen, you know, for 4,000 feet, but the thing is, she doesn't die. She sustains. She sustains.
She lands like in a marshmallow factory.
A pillow factory.
I know. Jeez.
Yeah. So she doesn't die. She sustains these, you know, severe injuries, in, you know, like a broken collarbone or broken rib. You know, her spinal cord's all fucked up, but she's still alive. But it turns out that the guy had tampered with her parachute, so it wouldn't open, and that's why it didn't open.
Okay.
But so he tried to kill her then, and he still couldn't kill her because she's still alive in the hospital. So during all this, it's obvious that he's acting like pretty contentful to his wife. Okay. You know, after the two misfortunes, Victoria, his wife, starts to become sure that her husband's trying to kill her. Yeah. You know, with the gas leak and then that. So, and he denies the allegations, but during the trial, there was text messages of him and Miss Goller talking about plans to, you know, start a life together as soon as his wife is gone, and so right now they're going to trial. I don't think they've determined what he. For what I've read, I don't think they determined what he's going to get, or even if he's done it. But basically, he's got some evidence against him, so he's probably going to go to jail.
You know, I mean, I don't mean to be making a lot of jokes about that because, you know, I remember like a year ago, some woman they said that she basically took the stop out of the guy's canoe or his kayak, and he drowned. Like his thing went down, and he needed help, and she wouldn't help him.
Oh,
He
really?
ended up drowning. Yeah, that happened like about a year or two ago, and it was like some woman that I can't remember what her deal was, but she ended up basically killing her husband. And I think she was an immigrant or something. But of course, I think they.
So did they? So she actually killed him.
So it was her fiance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe she was doing it for like insurance money or something, or.
Let's see. So she got sentenced up to 4 years in prison. Okay, so that's good.
For killing her husband?
Yeah, 4 years.
Fiance?
Her fiance.
Damn, that's hardly anything.
Yeah, she admitted removing the plug from her fiance's kayak before it capsized in the Hudson River.
How did she only get 4 years?
But maintained she was falsely accused of intentionally causing his death. So she got up to 4 years for criminal negligence, homicide, and the death of her fiance. Her sentence of 16 months to 4 years means she can be released on parole as soon as like December, and this was in November. So she could get like a month.
For killing somebody?
Yeah, killing her fiance.
Whoa.
So during the interrogation, she even said, "I wanted him dead, and now he's gone, and I'm fine with it." So, she said they'd been in a bad relationship.
Well, I guess that's okay then.
Yeah, exactly. Instead of just breaking up.
He salted my popcorn. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, I know. So, yeah, she's a Latvian national, and she could face deportation after the sentence.
Oh.
But still, you know, yeah, she kind of basically got off on this, and that's why, like you were saying in his story, the guy's trying to do that too to his wife.
Mm.
But
no,
fuck,
he'll
man,
probably get like 20 years.
Like, you know, some people are just crazy. The guy was crazy in your story. This woman was crazy in hers, except she actually killed her husband. So the parents want some type of, you know, they want her put away, locked up, you know, for good or killed, and she's getting all these easy, lenient, you know, sentences. But I'm pretty sure if it was the other way around, like you said earlier, the guy would have probably been in jail for like at least, you know, 14 to 18 years.
Yeah.
If not life.
That's just crazy how that...
It's weird how that works, man.
Yeah.
I really don't know. But...
Talking about crazy, this last one.
What do you got?
This guy is fucking insane.
This guy's
so
insane.
I call this one Can't Take a Hint.
Can't take a hint.
So this is another one in Australia. It's a 28-year-old woman, Angela J, met 36-year-old Paul Lambert.
How old was she?
She was 30. She was 28, and he was 36.
Okay.
The two hit it off, and they started dating for a little bit. So things seemed to be going well until Jay, the woman, went on a trip for a few weeks on her own, and Lambert started acting irrational. He would text and call nonstop. Become really needy. Yeah, kind of psycho-ish.
Yeah.
So when she returned home, he started becoming more like super possessive. So after a few weeks of dating, she broke it off with him.
Yeah.
But Lambert didn't want to hear any of that, so he didn't want the relationship to end. So he kept calling, texting, and confronted her. Like if she went out somewhere, he'd be there too. Whenever he had a chance, he'd fucking hassle her. So Jay had enough of it and ended up getting a restraining order against him. But this didn't deter Lambert at all. He kept harassing her. So he would still continue to call and text, and Jay kept telling her, he's going to kill himself, and he kept threatening her life and just making her fucking world miserable.
Mm-hmm.
So then one night on November 2016, she got home from work, and she was surprised when she found Lambert hiding in her closet.
Huh.
And because he still had the key to her apartment, so he was easily able to sneak in. So Lambert jumped out of the closet and proceeded to stab her 11 times, and then started pouring gas on her. So miraculously, Jay was able to escape from Lambert, and he made her way to the neighbor's house where she was rushed to the hospital to get there. And she said, "quote, I eventually found the strength to pick myself off the ground, only to be met by a shower of gas." She said, "It ran down my face, and through my hair. It burned my eyes, and I coughed as the fumes began to choke me." So I don't know how she did it, but she miraculously got up and got away from him after she was stabbed all these times with gas pouring all over her.
Yeah, adrenaline, will to live, adrenaline.
Yeah, just straight up adrenaline, just getting out there. So apparently, when she got to the hospital, it set off a massive police manhunt for Lambert. So officers gave chase. They went. Everybody was looking for this guy, and eventually he got cornered, and ended up shooting him dead during the confrontation. So Jay, the woman survived the attack, and now she's like an ambassador for a place called Wit Ribbon, which is an organization that works to prevent domestic violence and stuff like that.
That guy sounds fucking crazy.
Yep.
I've heard of people like that. Like I said, they can become so attached. Well, they get real attached.
It's really weird. Like I've met people, they seem normal. When you talk to them, they're cool. But once they get in a relationship, they just have to act like psychos.
Yeah, like text me. Like, where you at? How come you're not texting me back all the time? I know I've known people like that too. When they get in a relationship, they get a girlfriend and they just nonstop. They just pour it on. How come you're not here with me? How come this? How come I don't know. That seems like overkill. That's gonna turn anybody off.
I don't know. Yeah, I can see people kind of get needy and stuff, but I mean.
Yeah, but there's a difference between
needy and being like stalkerish.
Yeah, and obsessive. I mean, I guess you don't need to be online to do that, right? But I mean, still, that doesn't help. That gives them an easier chance to fucking find prey.
To find you, or I don't know. It's just
they can just act normal at first.
Well, that's it. Even before online dating, this stuff is going on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying it gives them another better chance to do it now. They can hide their fucking true.
Yeah, I mean, you look at someone's Facebook and they look like completely normal people. Everything's cool. Everything's positive.
Yeah. Oh, this guy's good looking.
Yeah.
Looks like he's got his shit together. He's got a nice car and a nice house. The guy's just nuts.
And before you know it, you're chained in his basement.
Yeah. The reason why he's 36 and he's single. It's not because those good looks. Fucking guy. Man, that's crazy, man. Those dating stories are not cool, man.
I know they make me glad to be married, but because I wouldn't want to go back and date again. Yeah.
Yeah, I think dating would probably be hard now, especially for being old now. I think it'd be really hard. But man, those are good stories. I'm glad you shared those. don't condone them. I'm scared.
Never talking to a woman again.
Yeah. So I think that's all we got for this show.
That's all we got for tonight. So we'll leave you with that. So have a good morning, evening, and night, and we'll see you next week. Until then, stay strange.
Bye-bye, everyone.
If you enjoy the show, please go to iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, or wherever you're listening, and please give us a good rating. If you want to share a story or have ideas for a future episode, you're welcome to visit us at www.thestrangepodcast.com. We look forward to hearing from you.